Yo, what's good people, it's J Cactus, and in today's video, I'm going to be making a melodic drill beat with an acoustic guitar. It's been a while since I made a melodic drill video, and I just got this the other day, so I thought I'd try and put it to use. I can't lie, I can't even play the guitar. I learned some of the basics a while back for another video, but I never really kept up with practicing. I thought getting an acoustic one might encourage me to practice more, because I could just pick it up and play it easier. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to record the chords one by one and then piece everything together, but hopefully I can make something sick, so let's get into it. Alright, so as you can see, it took quite a few takes to actually get the sound that I wanted, but now that I've got everything, I can just take the ones I like and piece it together. So I like the sound of that one, like the sound of this one too, and I can keep two different ones because when that chord repeats, it will just sound a bit more natural. Let's grab one from the second take. I like that one as well. There we go. And then I need that same chord, but where I play the individual notes. So I'm gonna have to bring all of them a bit further back because I played it too slow. There we go, that's the one. But before I mix any of this, I wanna do a quick top line. And then we just need to change it for the last part. Yeah, I'm feeling that one. But with this last top line, I'm gonna render it out and then bring it a bit more in time. And to do that, we can just double click and then I'll open it in Time Warper. And then it's in triplet, so I've got it set to third beat. Now I can literally just drag these. Alright, so to mix them, I've got the chords, the counter melody, and the top line, and they're all going to the same bus, just so I can group them together. So I'm just going to start off with a little bit of noise reduction, in case it's recording from my room. And then I'm just adding a bit of EQ to take out some of these harsh frequencies, or boxy ones. Next, I'm just adding some compression. This is going to stop the peaks. I also want a bit of chorus on there. I've just brought the mix down to about 35% and setting 1. And then the last thing is just a bit of plate reverb from Arturia with the lows cut. So yeah, I think the mix is sounding nice and natural. One thing I did want to try was reversing the main chords. I think that could sound sick. So yeah, I've got that rendered. I'm just going to hit reverse, bring it to the right position, and now I'm just going to cut it by bars. Now I can bring it back around so it's following the right progression. I'll set it on bleeding as well. Just cut some of it. This is sounding hard. Let's actually pitch this up an octave, so I'll set it to stretch, put it up 1200 cent. Let's hear it now. Yeah, there we go. That sounds crazy. This end bit here. I think the only other thing the melody needs is just some vocals, so I'll see what I can find. Yeah, that one could finish it. I'm just gonna use this little altar boy just to bring up the formant a bit. Then an EQ just to take out some of the lows and highs, just to filter it a bit. Then we've got Pan Man, just sending it between both sides. I'm also using Smooth Operator just to balance out the frequencies a bit. And Crystallizer, this is giving it some reverse delay. And then the last thing is some plate reverb. Same settings except I'm bringing down the wet and dry level. And And I think that's really all the melody needs, so I'm going to start bringing in the drums. Alright, for the counter snare, I'm thinking let's go for something light like this 421. And seeing as though I just dropped 2 brand new MIDI kits, Hazy Hi-Hats MIDIs Volume 2 and Icy 808 Volume 2, might as well just use one of these. Yeah, just something like this will work for this beat. Perfect, straight away. Let's get a second one. I think we'll use my favorite one, this classy one. And then in the MIDI kit, there's actually some fillers, so you can use these for your second counter snares. So let's try this. Straight away, perfect. Just adds that extra bounce. Sounded crazy, but I might even get rid of these extra ones. And then instead of a snare, I'm going to use a rim. And I really like this Raucous one from the Grease kit. I'm just going to shift this one now. Adding some bounce. And then at the end, it can just be like this. Pretty similar. For the 808, I'm going to bring it back a bit and use the Fat and Wide. It always works with these melodic beats, so why not use it again? That needs to come up. I always like to try and hum out the pattern first. So I've got the pattern in my head. Something like that. They just need to come up one. So I had to move a couple of these. I'm going to grab a little perc loop as well. I think this one, I haven't used this in a while. And then I've just taken the section after, but put it at the beginning so it carries on. Just a nice ending to that 8-bar. Let's get this transition in as well. And I think that's all it needs for the drums. I don't need to overdo it. I want to keep this beat really open for vocals. So yeah, let's just start structuring it. So I'm just going to copy this out a few times. Thinking we could just start with the chords, and then in this section we'll have the vocals come in and the first counter snare. But we'll bring the vocals down an octave. Yeah, there we go. Maybe this transition too. And then right before the hook, we'll bring this in. Another transition. Just see how this sounds. Yeah, that's hard. The only other thing I added was this perc. And then I think, because it's a J Cactus beat, we're going to have to include that pause drop. We'll bring the reverse guitar in as well. And we'll cut everything and just leave the vocals. I'm also just bringing this other riser in. Maybe we'll save that second counter snare. Yeah, that's hard. So yeah, in the second part, I'm going to leave the vocals out, and then the top line of the guitar is going to come in. And then this 808 pattern is actually a simplified version. So I need to bring the other one back in. So yeah, that's all sounding hard. Maybe I'll have a break of this bit here and then bring it back in. So I think in this section, I can cut everything and then yeah, leave everything out, bring this riser back. And then just have the chords. Yeah, that's hard. Leave the kick out. And then I think I can bring in the counter melody here, and then in this section have the reverse guitar, just so it's alternating. And then in the last one, I can have the vocals, but back down an octave. Just a few pauses. like I could just cut the rim there in the counter snare. Yeah, so again, I'll leave the top line out there, take the reverse guitar out, and then this will be a breakdown before the hook, so I can start taking things out. Actually save that, and then that can repeat here, and then we can actually cut the 808. Yeah, sick, and then that can just go back into the hook. The last thing I want to get in somewhere is just my camera flash, which I started using in a lot of my beats and then just forgot. Maybe I can have it alternate with the riser. So instead of having that transition after every like 8 bar, I'll swap it with this. Yeah, so like here as well. All right, let's have a listen from the beginning. So in the intro, just starting off with the chords, really simple. Even though I can't play guitar, it's actually sounding nice. So yeah, I've got the vocals down an octave, because then when the hook comes in and it's back up, it's gonna sound, or it's gonna have a bigger impact. So yeah, in the hook, got most things. I'll just save this top line for this section. Quite like that top line, it's simple but gives it some Spanish vibes. So yeah, coming into the verse, obviously everything dies down. And this beat just sounds so open, like so much space for vocals, easy to flow to. I thought to save more space, instead of stacking things up, they'll just take it in turns, the count melody, then the reverse. And then the little breaks just make it interesting as well. So yeah, even though the chords are simple, there's enough variation. And then just a little breakdown before the hook.